crossing your legs in a comfortable position. If that feels like a comfortable option for you. And just letting the neck be nice and long here. You can allow the hands to come and rest on the thighs. Maybe just being aware of the pressure of the hands on your legs. And then see if you can try and draw the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, just becoming a little bit taller. Maybe lifting the chin slightly, just opening the heart, maybe letting the shoulders melt down the back. And we'll begin to bring some awareness to our breath here. So beginning to inhale and exhale deeply, just sighing in and out the nose. And eventually allowing the breath to become a little bit deeper. You can inhale deeply through the nose for the count of 3, 2, and 1, and exhale for the count of 3, 2, and 1. Inhale for the count of 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Continuing to develop this steady, even breath. So if we come into a posture this evening that feels like it's too much for your body, just notice how the breath feels. So if you start to hold your breath, or you notice the breath becomes really labored, maybe gently back out of the posture. So our theme for this evening is this idea of sitting with discomfort. So over this past week, I've been getting to feel like quarantine is kind of getting a little bit overwhelming, right? And so I think sometimes when we first start things, we're like excited, they're fun, we show up, here we are. And then when it gets into kind of the more tricky part, you really have to tap into your breath, tap into your other coping mechanisms, and like stick through. And so as we move through our practice tonight, I encourage you to kind of find that discomfort and just be with that discomfort. So if a posture feels like it's challenging, if it feels like it's really stretching you in a different way, maybe just breathing through it. And then eventually just knowing that it will be over. Of course, we're not looking for pain in the body. We're not looking to hurt ourselves. It's never our objective here in yoga. But beginning to discern the difference between discomfort and pain. Right? So being at home alone today, having to clean the house, that wasn't painful, that was uncomfortable. So knowing to sit with that, knowing that's okay, maybe I feel sad about that, maybe I process my emotions, but it's not hurting me. Same thing. You know, it's not exciting, it's not fun to necessarily be home until June 4th, but it's a little uncomfortable and I can sit with that and I can feel my feelings and just be aware of my emotions regarding that. So just take 2 more breaths as you are here. And then begin to walk your hands forward on the mat. So maybe if you have pretty open hips, your forearms come to rest on the earth. If that's where you are, great. If you're up a little bit higher on tented fingers, that's also okay. We'll take another 2 breaths here. With your next inhale, walk up, and then we'll switch out the legs here. So now I have my right leg in front, you might be the opposite way around. Usually this is the more uncomfortable side, so your tighter hip. So notice the sensation you feel in your hip here. If this feels a little more challenging, let your head be heavy for 3 rounds of breath. Beginning to walk yourself back up, we're gonna set up for tabletop here. So coming right to hands and knees. You can allow your shoulders to be right over the wrist, the fingers spread really wide, the toes untucked behind you, toes press down into the earth. Let the belly soften, chest shines through the arms. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, gaze back towards the knees, press into the hands. Inhale, chin up, chest up, seat up, and exhale, angry cat. 2 more on your own breath. And with your next breath, you can begin to sink back, letting the body come into this child's pose. So maybe your hips sink back towards your heels. Maybe your forearms can come all the way down to the earth. And maybe your forehead or your chin rests here. Feel free to invite the eyes to close. So in yoga, we find this as a resting shape. So if at any point throughout practice, things feel too challenging, or if you've lost the breath, come back here. As you're ready, make your way back to tabletop, hands and knees. Toes are untucked behind us. And we'll begin to take some reverse arm and leg crunches. So I'm sweeping my left arm forward and extending my right leg long behind me. I can stay for a static hold and flex the feet, or crunch in knee to elbow for 5, 4, inhale, 3, 2, and 1. Extend everything out long. The hand comes down, and then swing the leg over to the left side. So gaze over your left shoulder. You should get a little calf stretch here. Maybe you feel it into the hip or side body. So we're looking over our left shoulder at our heel. 1 more breath here. We're gonna go into this Gomukhasana, or cow facing arms and legs. So I'm just hugging my right knee in behind my left knee. I'm gonna bring my strap or my towel with me. If you don't have a prop, you're okay. And I have my left knee stacked right on top of my right. Bring the heels as close to the body as comfortable. So I'm pretty mobile in the hips, so I'm almost touching both my heels. But if your heels are farther out away from the body, that's okay. If this is really uncomfortable, you would just come back to sitting like a pretzel. And then from here, we'll bring the strap or towel into our right hand, grab onto the right elbow, and then kind of take this shoulder stretch behind you, letting the strap or towel hang down the back. Take a breath there, and then sweep the left hand back, grab onto the strap or the towel. You can see that my natural grip, there's a little bit of space there. Walk your hands in, maybe the fingertips brush each other. If so, fantastic. If you can clasp them, also great. Fold forward if that's available. And we'll stay for 3 breaths. So stretching out the hips and the shoulders. So our peak pose this evening is called Flying Lizard. So it's going to involve both the hips and the shoulders. So I wanted to kind of preview both of those body parts here. 1 last breath. Begin to come back up. Take your strap or towel, place it over to the right side of the mat. And we'll unwind, just come back to that tabletop. 1 more cat-cow just to rinse that out. And then from here, the right arm extends out. The left toes flex behind us. Static hold or crunch in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything stretches out long. Bring the right hand down and sweep the left leg over to the right side of the mat. So gaze over your shoulder at it. You can see the heel, press into the calf, stretch that out. And then as you're ready, cross the legs. So now I have my right leg on top, and I'm sitting all the way over to the right side of my mat. I'm almost off the mat. This time the strap comes into my left hand. Again, if you don't have a prop, you could grab onto your shirt. So left arm reaches high, grab the left elbow. Try to open up the shoulder. With your next breath, right hand sweeps behind you, trying to bring the right hand up towards the center of the back. Maybe lift the chin a little bit. So that's why I like the strap here, right? I can grab my hands, but then I drop my chin and I kind of look a little crazy. So this gives me a little more space in my back body. Fold forward if that feels okay in the hips. 3 breaths. With your next breath, begin to come back up. You can place your strap towards the back of the mat. We won't need that anymore. We'll come back to hands and knees. Take a cat-cow and make your way into your first down dog of the day. Take your time to get there. So in my first down dog, I like to pedal out my feet. So pressing one heel into the earth, bending into the opposite knee, and then shifting through the legs. So our first big hamstring opener of the night. So really just take your time with this shape. With your next breath, walk the feet in about 1 footprint. So the heels press down to the earth. If you need to walk them in 2 footprints, that's definitely okay too. And then we'll take our right hand and reach for the outside of the left leg. Maybe you grab onto the calf, maybe you can grab onto the ankle. Bring the head through so it's in the left armpit. Hold for 2 more breaths. With your next breath, release. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, lift that left hand and then twist over to the right side, bringing the shoulder or armpit into that shoulder crease. And then release down. Step the feet forward. We'll come to a ragdoll shape. So grab for opposite elbows. You can have a little space between the feet or the bend in the knees, whatever makes this feel comfortable for you. As you're ready, press down through the heels, reach up, rise up. Hands come to heart center. We'll move into classical sun salutation. So inhale, arms reach high here. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, long spine, gaze forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back. Drop the right knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, arms reach high. We'll stay here for 3 breaths in our low lunge. So make sure that you have your left knee over your left heel. We don't want to have the heel really far back and the knee out in front. That can kind of expose this knee joint. We want to protect that. With your next breath, bring the hands back down to the earth. Tuck the back toes, step to high plank, transition, knees, chest, and chin come to the earth. We come into a cobra. Press the hands, lift the chest, gaze down. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips high, V-shaped down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend your right knee, step the right foot through. Left knee comes down, toes untucked. Inhale, arms reach. Again, 3 breaths here. Keep wiggling that right heel forward if that feels okay. I know for me, I always have to slide mine through a bit. Hands frame out the front foot, left foot steps forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, deep fold, Uttanasana. Root to rise, arms come high, and palms press together at the center of the chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back. Knee comes down, toes untucked. Inhale, arms reach. We're going to take a variation here, a little different than we usually do. So this time, put your right hand inside the right foot. And we're going to open twist. Right? This was so funny. We always go the opposite direction. Stay here for 3 breaths. With your next breath, the hands come down, frame out the foot. We'll step back to plank. Knees, chest, chin, Bhujangasana, cobra. Soft face. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Step your left foot through. Right knee down. Inhale, reach up, find your low lunge. And once you feel comfortable there, left hand inside the left foot, right arm reaches high. If you need a block inside the foot to make this more comfortable, or a bound version of Shakespeare if you were here earlier listening to my story, feel free to take it. One more deep inhale. Free out the foot, back foot steps forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deep fold. Press down through the heels, reach up with the hands, high prayer, look back to heart. We'll move into sun salutations and egg, just building our momentum. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hinge, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. High plank to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, upward facing. Exhale, Adho Mukha, downward facing. We'll let the head be heavy. We'll take 3 breaths here. So one of those hard or uncomfortable places, we're building stamina. Stick with it. Tune into your breath. Gaze to the top of the mat. Maybe you bend your knees and step or hop forward, your choice. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, deep fold. Bend the knees, reach up, rise up. Hands come back to the center of the chest. One more like that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, gaze forward, lift the heart. Exhale, plant the hands, chaturanga dandasana. So high plank to low, exhale. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing. Again, try to find stillness. 3 breaths. Gaze forward between the thumbs. Make your way up top. Inhale. Exhale, fold down, Uttanasana. Press down to your feet, reach up with your hands. Hands come back to heart center. We'll move into sun salutation in B. So from here, I like to draw my toes together and find a little gap in my heels and then sit back to find my chair, keeping a nice proud chest. If it feels more comfortable in your body to separate the feet and find a wider stance, do that. Just making sure that you're not sitting into a low squat. That's a different movement. But you're letting the chest be proud. Maybe you're looking up towards the hands or the space between them. One more breath. Exhale, fold forward or straighten your legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Optional vinyasa, you can always skip them if you're getting tired. Right foot steps behind the right wrist. Left heel comes down. Inhale, arms reach high. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. So maybe you need to wiggle that right foot forward. Bend deeper into that right knee. Maybe you feel just okay where you are. As you're ready, hands come back down. High plank to low. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Left foot steps forward, warrior 1, arms reach high. Same stance, just a deep bend of that left knee. Plant the hands, step back, vinyasa through. You can always take a knees, chest, chin variation if you're building shoulder strength. 3 breaths in down dog, let the head be heavy. Step forward. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold down, Uttanasana. Sit into your chair, proud chest, Utkatasana, stand tall. One more sunbeam, moving a little faster. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Gaze forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. Meeting in down dog. Right leg steps, warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands, Chaturanga. Left leg steps, warrior one. Bring the hands back down. Vinyasa through. And take 3 full breaths in this shape. Maybe the eyes close here, the focus comes inward. Maybe you draw the thoughts back to your intention. Thinking of our theme for tonight, just knowing that yoga really begins when we want to come out of the pose. So just sitting with our discomfort, just allowing it to be here, knowing it's different than pain, knowing that we can breathe through, we can persevere. Gaze forward, come to the top of the mat. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, your deepest fold. And then inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, stand tall, take a moment, wipe sweat, drink water, open a window, whatever you need to do. And then we'll come back to the top of our mat, moving through some other sequences. Take your time. Grab a little seltzer water here. So as you're ready, just returning to the top of your mat, coming back to your Tadasana, your mountain pose. So just like a regular stance here, the shoulders as wide as the feet, as the hips, right? So we're stacking all the joints here. I like to think about kind of tucking my tailbone a little bit and drawing my navel in and up. So just activating through my core. So you're not sucking the belly in, right? But we're just kind of just making sure we're not flopping, letting everything be super loose. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chin slightly. We're gonna move right into some balancing poses here. So we're gonna take standing hand to toe. We can take hand to knee if that feels preferable. Ground into your left foot and draw the right knee up. So I'll do it here so I can talk and not fall over. We're gonna hold this knee in front of us, maybe extending the left hand out to the side for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Allow the leg to come over to the right. Try to keep the hips square. Maybe you can gaze over to the extended hand. If you have your toe, fantastic. Oh, there you go, falling up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close the knee. And we're going to sweep the foot over our left knee. So we're coming into standing figure 4 here. From here, you can either sink the hips, bring the hands to heart center, or extend them, maybe folding forward to take a deeper hip stretch. Your choice. We'll be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly with control, begin to come back up. Hands can return to heart center. Step your right foot back, small step. So we're coming into pyramid pose. Left toes pointing forward, right toes point just a little bit off to the right side. Hands can be at hips. You can reach for opposite elbows, or you can take reverse prayer. So opening up the shoulders. If you can get palms together, shoulders press back, elbows press back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Just come to 90 degrees, so don't fold all the way down. You should feel the stretch in the back of the legs. If this is too intense, step the back foot in, but we want both legs straight. With your next breath, release your hands down to the earth or to a block. Crawl the fingertips forward, and we're going to take a standing split just to open up that right hamstring. So lift it to your comfort level. Maybe you can walk the hands closer into the feet. If it feels okay, left hand can wrap behind the left calf. You can flex the toes down towards the earth. We'll be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the right foot next to the left, 2 fist distance between them, set up for Yogi Tola. Wrap the peace sign fingers around the big toes. Bend the knees, let the chest rest on the thighs. And then over time, try to straighten the legs. So the key thing here is that thigh-belly contact. If you've got that, fantastic. If your knees are really bent, not a problem. If you can get the legs straighter, great. Then bend into the elbows. Head is heavy, 2 more breaths. With your next breath, release your hands from your feet. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold deeper. We'll press down the heels, reach up, rise up. Hands come back to the center of the chest. We'll take this on the opposite side. Ground down through the right foot, taking standing hand to toe. So again, I'll just take it with my knees so it's a little easier to talk to you. So we'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Allow the left leg to open over to the left side. Maybe gaze out at the right hand. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With your next breath, bring that knee back in. And then set up for standing figure 4. The left foot crossing over the knee, actively flexing through the left toes. Hands can come to heart. Or if it feels okay to fold deeper, bring the hands down to the earth. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly begin to come back up. Hopefully you found a little hip stretch there. We'll step our left foot back, coming into pyramid pose on this side. Right toes forward, left toes a little out to the side. So you're not standing on a tightrope, you're more train tracked here. Shoulders and hips square forward. Take whatever arm variation felt good. You could stick with opposite elbows or reverse prayer. If you can get the palms together again, think about setting the elbows back. With your next exhale, fold forward. Another 2 breaths. Release the hands in front of the right foot. Crawl them forward and let the left foot float up in the air. Again, same options. Hands can stay planted or the right hand can wrap behind the right calf. Maybe you lift that left leg a little higher. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot comes to the top of the mat. A little space between your feet, as wide as your head or your hips. And then this time, gorilla pose, Padahastasana. Hands slide underneath the feet. So again, if you're bending the knees really deeply to make that possible, that's totally fine. And then just see if you can draw the head in. Again, we're gluing our chest, our ribs to our upper thighs. With your next breath, inhale, gaze forward, keep the hands under the feet. I just love how that feels along the back body. And then exhale, fold deeper. We'll release our hands from our feet. This time, inhale, real halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, vinyasa if you'd like, or just go right to down dog. Moving into our second sequence. So take a moment to get settled here. And as you're ready, we'll step our right hand behind our right wrist, setting up for warrior two. So we've been here, not yet tonight. Sorry, I was going to say we've been here before, but that's incorrect. He's up over the right middle finger. Try to make sure that your right foot is just under the right knee and that you have this right thigh nearly parallel to the mat. So that's a little bit longer of a stance than you might imagine. With your next breath, we'll begin to radiate our warrior, but then coming right into radiant triangle. So straighten through the right leg, let the left hand slide down the left leg, maybe gaze up the right hand. As you're ready, come back up, setting up for Trikonasana triangle. If you'd like to slide that left foot in just a hair, feel free. Otherwise, reach forward, coming into your triangle pose. Gaze up at the left hand. Press into the heels, begin to come back up. And we'll just come right into our warrior two again, coming into extended side angle. So option to take a regular side angle, forearm to thigh. That's if you don't have super open hips. Or maybe you come deeper, hand to the inside of that right foot. If that's available, reach that left hand high. So we're gonna play with some binds here, just because we're prepping to take a bind later on in class. So if it's available, sweep the left hand behind you. Gaze over the left shoulder. If that feels okay in the half bind, maybe you take a full bind. Right arm comes underneath, and then try to bring the shoulders, bring the chest back up. So you see, I have to kind of open my head up even further, sliding my right foot out more. You can either stay here, or you can kind of take this core exercise, which I'll show you. Stay like this until the rest of us get out. So this is just a core exercise. You're holding a beach ball over your head. Other option, the full bind, and we'll try to make our way. We'll see if this works. Into bird of paradise. Breathing through the discomfort, right? So I hop my right foot in, I'm standing on my left. If I was super flexy in my hamstrings, I could extend up. Come out whenever you feel ready. We'll all meet in our extended side angle or side angle pose. So the right hand inside the right foot, left arm reaches high. 2 more breaths. Bring both hands down to the earth. We'll vinyasa through or move right to down dog. Take a moment to get your breath back here. So inhaling deeply through the nose, maybe you open the mouth, exhale, side out. 1 more like that, inhale, exhale. Going into our warrior two, so we'll step our left foot between our hands. We'll let that back heel come down. And again, gaze up over the left middle finger. Again, thinking about getting that left thigh almost parallel to the mat. Longer stance than we often think. 1 more breath. And then I want you to reach forward and then we radiate back, coming into our radiant triangle. Right hand slides down the right leg. Maybe we gaze up at the left hand. Let the arms come to a T, setting up for Trikonasana. If you wiggled the right foot in on the other side, do that again here. And then let the body tip forward. Maybe a block comes to the inside of the left hand. And gaze up at your right foot if it feels okay in the neck. Press down into that right foot. Beginning to come back up slowly, and we'll sink into our warrior two. So coming into side angle or extended side angle. Side angle, just resting that forearm on the thigh. Extended side angle, left hand inside the left foot, right arm reaches high. So choices here. You can always play with this ab kind of core strengthener, reaching for that beach ball, counting maybe to 5 or to 10. Or you can take the binds, right hand reaching behind you, lifting the shoulder back, gazing up at the ceiling. If you can take the full bind, feel free. We'll see if I can get my bird of paradise to work. Just kind of hopped my right foot in. And then begin to stand up. Maybe extend the leg. Right, so we don't have to be perfect at everything. I know that's not my most perfect posture. It definitely doesn't look very textbook, but that's okay. We'll meet in our side angle, taking another 2 breaths. Hands frame out the left foot. Vinyasa, knee and down dog. All right, our last sequence here. With your next breath, sweep your right leg high, fan the hip open. So opening up that right hip, make sure you're pressing evenly into both hands at the front of the mat. And then with your next breath, sweep the right leg forward, coming into low runner's lunge. Get that left leg nice and straight and strong. And as you're ready, come into crescent lunge. First time here tonight. Deep bend in the right knee. Again, a really long stance. With your next breath, you can bring your hands to heart center, and we'll make our way into warrior 3. So you can either just step right into it, or you can kind of like hop yourself in, your choice. Hands can stay at heart, they can reach back, or they can reach out in front of you. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release back down, coming into crescent. If you take a second to get there, no problem. Left hand comes down. Right arm reaches high. Regular gentle twist, the one we always take. Gaze up at the right thumb. 3 breaths. And then we're going to make our way into Skandasana at the back of the mat. So I'm going to walk myself back. My left heel is planted. My right toes point up. So if you can get your hips this low, not a problem. We'd be up higher. It kind of looks more like an ice skater pose. Hold for 1 more breath. And then come into the other direction. This time right heel plants, left toes lift. 2 breaths. Roll back to the rear of the mat. Last Skandasana, maybe you drop lower. And then we'll make our way up into lizard. So hopefully you're familiar with lizard. If not, I can walk you through it. The right foot goes to the very right edge of the mat. The hands are to the inside of that foot. I can either stay here with my hands in line with my foot and kind of stay in a more active lizard, or drop my left leg down on top of the toes. So your choice. Our peak pose for tonight is a flying lizard option. It is not an arm balance, but it just sounds really cool. So tuck your toes back up if you want to take it, and we're going to practice binding. So I'm going to reach my right hand underneath my right leg, reaching for my right hip crease. Once I feel balanced, I gaze down, and I sweep my left hand behind me, and my hands clasp. Trying to gaze a little forward of the mat. We'll try to stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, hands come down. Optional vinyasa. So again, we're breathing through these challenges. If they feel painful, if they're not safe in your body, you don't have to take them, but just offering you some choices. We'll take the sequence on the opposite side. Left leg lifts, fan that hip open, press into the left thumb as well. And then stepping into your crescent lunge, low runner's lunge first. And then when you feel steady, lifting up. Deep bend into your left knee. Maybe gaze up between the hands. Hands come to heart center. We make our way to warrior three. Another standing balance. So right leg extends out long behind you. Flex through the toes. Hands can stay at heart. Or any arm variation, maybe you're reaching out long for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently step back to the crescent. It takes a couple of hops to get there, not a problem. Right hand comes down, gentle twist. Left arm reaches high. And then from here, coming into Skandasana. So I'm going to walk myself towards the back of the mat. My right heel plants. My left toes lift. Hands can stay at heart center if that feels okay. Try to have a nice upright chest. 2 breaths. Going forward, left heel plants, left heel plants, right toes come up. Sink as low as your hips are able. Final Skandasana towards the rear of the mat. And then crawl your hands forward, setting up for a lizard lunge with the left foot over the left side of the mat. So again, same option here. The right knee can come down to the earth and the toes can untuck. You can just go into your deepest lizard. Or if you'd like to play with our peak pose for tonight, right toes tuck under, right leg lifts up, and we'll find that bind. So I like to slide my left hand under my left leg, like I'm wearing a backpack. I'm gonna crack my shoulder, you'll hear it maybe. Ooh, a little gross. And then I really think about pressing into my left big toe, staying active through my right leg, sending my right heel away from me. Finding the bind, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, release. Take a vinyasa, we'll meet in down dog, maybe just find our breath. And then as you're ready, we'll begin to walk ourselves up, finding a comfortable seat. So extend our legs out long in front of us. And we'll make our way into Janu Shirshasana. So let the left foot come in like we're taking a tree pose, but seated. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hinge over the right leg. Maybe you use your strap or your towel here if it's nearby. But let the head fall heavy. Inhale, returning back up to a comfortable seat. And we're gonna actually let this left foot come down just like this. And then pick your left foot up, we're gonna cross it over, setting up for half Lord of Fishes, one of my favorite twists. Flex through your right toes, sweep your right arm around like you're hugging that knee in, and then let the left hand come to the base of the spine. The closer the left hand is into your seat, the deeper the twist becomes. Gaze over the left shoulder. If you'd like to take a field goal arm and go even deeper in the twist, feel free. We'll be here for 30 breaths. As you're ready, release, let the body fall over towards the right side. And then we'll switch out our legs here. Let that right knee bend in. Set up for Janu Shirshasana, or head to knee pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, extend over the left leg. Again, the strap or the towel might feel good here. Remembering to breathe, stay with your steady, even breath. And we'll walk ourselves back up. Right knee points up towards the ceiling, and we'll cross it over. Make sure both sits bones are grounded. You can sweep that left arm around like you're hugging that knee in. Right hand plants to the base of the spine, active through the left toes. He's over the right shoulder. If this feels really easy and you can take the twist deeper, find that feel goal arm and hook it to the right side of that knee and just twist yourself even deeper. Nice tall spine. And then release over to the left side. We're going to make our way right down onto our back, taking 2 back bends of your choice. So I've been really enjoying bridge pose and wheel pose since I've had so much time to practice yoga at home. If you know that you want to support a bridge, slide the block under your sacrum, take that. Otherwise, come with me, hands reach down towards the heels. We could touch them, but we don't. Feet step 1 footprint away from us. Knees are parallel. Hands plant, hips lift up. Hold for 5, 4, maybe the palms interlace. 3, 2, and 1. Release back down. Maybe you take yourself into wheel pose. If you're doing so, I encourage you to come to the crown of your head first, and then slowly press up. Heels down, hands down, hips up. Hold wherever you're going for 5. One last breath. And then slowly release down with control. We'll all find Supta Baddha Konasana on our back. Our legs make a diamond shape. The soles of the feet press together. Left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. Steady, even breath. Inhale for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then from here, option to take a cooling inversion. If you have a headstand safely in your practice and you know you can hold it for at least 5 counts, feel free to go there. Otherwise, I'll just be demoing a supported shoulder stand or waterfall pose. So I'm taking my block or my very thick book or leather-bound version of Shakespeare and putting it under my sacrum. It's that place where your hip meets your seat. Hands are firmly planted on the earth, and then I lift my feet up towards the sky, making sure not to move my head or neck. You can point or flex the toes, maybe the eyes close. We'll be here for about 10 breaths. One last breath wherever you are. We'll slowly, with control, let our feet come back to the earth. If you took a supported shoulder stand, gently removing the block, placing it off to the side. We'll begin to draw everything into a ball here, setting up for some supine twists. So hug everything in, give your body a little rock, massaging out the low back. And then allow the legs to fall over to the left side. Right arm reaches out long. You can take that feel goal arm again to find a little opening through the right shoulder. Maybe invite the eyes to close. One last breath as you are. Knees can return to center. You can extend the opposite arm out long. Maybe a field goal arm feels okay. If you need a self assist, placing the hand on the left leg, feel free to take it. If it feels okay, the eyes can close again. And with your next breath, you can let everything come back up into center. Take any less postures or poses you need. So maybe today you just find a seated meditation. Maybe you know you need a happy baby. Maybe there's another inversion in your practice, or you're working on pro pose, whatever you need. One last chance to kind of get that out of your system here. We'll find 5 breaths, yogi's choice. And eventually making our way into Shavasana as we're ready. Finding your last breath in whatever shape it is you chose, and maybe just rolling down onto your back, returning to that hugging shape. The head and shoulders can lift up off the earth, the knees can come in close to the nose. Just take a moment to find gratitude, gratitude that you have a body capable of yoga, gratitude that you made some time for self-care this evening. And with your next breath, allow everything to release out long, taking traditional Shavasana, letting the arms be down the side body, palms facing up towards the ceiling, toes falling out to the side. This shape doesn't feel comfortable in your body. Maybe you can allow the soles of the feet to press down into the earth, find a little tilt of the tailbone, the pelvis, kind of being a little softer here, releasing any tension in the low back. But whenever you found a place where you feel comfortable, just taking some time to be still. Still in the body, still in the mind. And then slowly letting movement come back into the body. You can wiggle out the fingers and the toes. Maybe find some movement, the ankles and the wrists. Maybe the arms just reach overhead and you roll to your favorite side. And as you're ready, you can begin to make your way back to a comfortable seat. If you prefer to stay lying down, of course, feel free to stay there. If you've come to a seated shape, maybe allowing the hands to come and rest on the thighs. The palms face down for grounding stability. Maybe today the palms face up for open hearts, finding acceptance for yourself and for others. Returning to our intention, returning to our theme for this evening, this idea that our yoga begins when we want to come out of the pose. So sitting with discomfort, allowing ourselves to feel our feelings, using our breath to be in what might otherwise be a challenging moment. Perhaps thinking about how you can apply that in the days, in the weeks to come. With your next breath, hands can come together at the center of your heart. We'll close out our practice with a single sound of Om. Inhale deeply. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale for Om. Your thumbs can come together at the center of your forehead, the place between your eyebrows. Thank you for sharing your breath, your energy, and your practice with me. Namaste. All right, I will unmute you guys. Sorry that I sneezed and
You're fine.
woke everybody up during Shavasana. That might have been terrible. Let's see. Hello, I can see everyone. How do people do with Blizzard? How was it? Okay, right? It's a weird pose. But I wanted to do it. I thought it was fun. So
A lot of sighs.
It was fun.
A lot of sighs today. That was good.
It was challenging. Liked it.
cool.
You went with the theme of sitting in your discomfort and working through it and persevering. It was awesome.
Well, that's why I picked poses that I don't really like. So as you probably, if you've ever seen me do Bird of Paradise, it's like so ugly.
I've been wanting to do that.
So I was like, I'm gonna teach a pose I hate, and here we are. So
That was harder than I thought it was. I couldn't do it.
that's a hard one. Well, it was lovely to see everybody.
Awesome session, Kristen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, good to see you guys. Have a great week.
Good to see you too. Thanks, Kristen.
Yeah,
Thank you.
bye guys.
Oh, it was on me.
Thank
I know
you.
it was on me. Bye.
Bye.
I don't know.